Hey, you guys. Are you ready for the very first video of Comp Week? Grab your book and let's get started. Okay, have you got it? Go grab it. Put it on pause. Go find your book. Okay. You know, to get started on the right foot, here learning the compensation plan, I believe in the other video we've proven the point that you need to understand it. Okay, that's a no-brainer, Monique. But how are we going to begin with a firm foundation of learning? I'm glad you asked. The very first thing we're going to do is we are going to begin learning the terminology of the compensation plan. Okay, were you like me? When I first got started, I was like, this is a whole new lingo. I mean, we are talking OGV and PV and PGV and what's the difference? What are all of these terms? Well, we're going to go there today, and we are going to walk through it together. Now, as always, these videos, we're going to try to keep them as short and sweet as possible, and then we are going to be doing a Facebook Live in my Teams group later in the evening. And all the questions that are brought to the table, we're going to answer them and make it crystal clear. So watch this video, and at the end of it, if you have more questions or things that just you were not quite sure about, make sure you watch the video that follows this that dives deeper into this subject, okay? Don't be afraid. If you don't understand it, watch this video over and over, but please watch the other video and get your questions answered, okay? Because no question is going to be a dumb question. All right. Let's talk enroller and sponsor. The very first thing you need to understand is that when you enroll somebody with Young Living, when somebody buys a premium starter kit or a kit from you and you enroll them, you are the enroller. That means when they sign up and you have a member number that is your member number, my member number is 1381206. Have you got your member number memorized? You need to. Okay. Whenever someone enrolls up underneath me and I give them that number, 1381206, and they plug my number in the enroller box, I am the enroller. Now, if you remember at the time of enrollment, the number can go in the enroller, and there is also a box called the sponsor box. So there's two words that we're going to start off with is the enroller and the sponsor. So you have the enroller and you have the sponsor. Now tomorrow, remember I told you these things start to build upon each other. Tomorrow we're going to talk about who gets paid what in the relation of the enroller and sponsor. The enroller is the person who enrolled the individual, and the sponsor is the person on the level one where you place this individual. Now, we're going to be talking about levels and legs next. But the sponsor, if this were me, and I were to enroll somebody, and I were to stay the enroller and the sponsor, that means this person is going to be on my level one. Whenever you stay the sponsor, that means the person you are enrolling is staying on your level one. Again, if you stay the enroller and the sponsor, they are going to stay on your level one. Now, let me say this is Natalie, okay? I have enrolled Natalie, and I have also sponsored Natalie. That means Natalie is on my level one. Now, let's say I enroll Michelle, okay? Michelle comes to me and says, Monique, I want to enroll in your organization. And I say, great, fantastic. You're going to use my member number for the enroller. However, I want you to use Natalie's member number for the sponsor. If Natalie is going to be the sponsor, that means Michelle is going to go on Natalie's level one. I still stay the enroller, and now Natalie is the sponsor. The enroller is the person who enrolled someone unless I choose to give that away to someone else. And the sponsor is the person where you place this new individual on their level 1. So you've got enroller and sponsor. Now, why is that? Why do we have something different like that terminology with the enroller and the sponsor? I'm glad you asked. As we begin to study the Young Living compensation, you are going to understand that the way you get paid, the way to maximize the potential for payout is to build teams. Now, I don't want to jump too far ahead, okay? But as we're learning, we're going to understand the importance of building teams, okay? Structuring teams. And the way you structure team is by allowing other people to be the sponsor. It's kind of like allowing people to help out, to lighten the load a little bit and put people in teams. So now, if I've enrolled Michelle and Natalie is the sponsor, Natalie is helping take care of Michelle. I'm taking care of Michelle, but also now Natalie is also helping take care of Michelle, okay? So you've got the enroller and you've got the sponsor. Two different terms, okay? Now, we're going to understand the reason why it's important to make sure you're staying the enroller at times when it comes to tomorrow's topic, the fast start bonus. But before we go there, we're gonna understand a few more terms, okay? So enroller and sponsor. The next thing we're going to discuss are the terms legs and levels, okay? You've got enroller and sponsor. Now let's talk legs and levels. Okay, if I have enrolled someone, go grab your book. It is right here, side by side each other. You have got legs and you have got levels. I say in the book, a leg is someone on your level 1 and everyone up underneath them. If you notice in this book, I've color coded it, okay? So you've got you and you've got some people on your level 1 here, okay? This means that you stay the enroller and the sponsor, okay? If they're on your level 1, you are also their sponsor. So let's say you've got the legs just like this, and now they've started enrolling people. They're doing great. You have trained your team well, and now they are starting to enroll people. That is awesome. High five. Yay, you. Okay. What you need to understand now is this is a leg, this is a leg, this is a leg, this is a leg, and this is a leg. So that means everybody they've enrolled is a leg. This is a leg, this is a leg, and it keeps on going down. This is a leg, and this is a leg. Okay? Legs go down. Look at the picture there. Leg 1, leg 2, leg 3, leg 4. Leg 1, leg 2, leg 3, leg 4, leg 5. Now, if you were to stay the enroller and the sponsor, for every single person you ever enroll, and let's say that you enroll 100 people, and you stay the enroller and the sponsor, that means 100 people are on your level 1 right here, and that means you've got 100 legs, okay? Anybody that you keep out on your level 1 is now considered a leg. And everyone they enroll or you structure under those legs, under that leg on different levels, are all considered a part now of that leg. So legs, just like your human body, your legs go down, legs go down, legs go down. Every time someone is on your level 1 and they begin to enroll more people and more people, they're all in that leg of your organization, okay? Now, as people begin to enroll, more people and more people and more people and more people, right there, this is your level 1. Legs go down, levels go across. Look in the book on Let's Talk Levels. Levels are different than legs. And I say again, I like to think legs go down, levels go across. Everybody that you've kept as the enroller and the sponsor on your level 1 is your level 1. If you've saved the sponsor, they're on your level 1. Everybody that they've enrolled, that they've kept on their level 1 is now your level 2. Level 2. And everybody they've enrolled is on your level 3. And so on. Level 4. And if they enroll somebody, level 5. And if they enroll somebody, level 6. Legs go down, levels go across. Does that make sense? Legs go down, levels go across, okay? The next thing that we are going to discuss is the terminology PV, OGV, and the terminology PGV, okay? Again, we are going to talk PV, OGV, and PGV. PV is personal volume. Personal meaning you. This is you. Whenever you enroll someone, whenever you purchase something, whenever you purchase anything, that is going to be your PV. Now, if you've noticed, whenever you buy things with Young Living, there's a dollar amount, but there's also a PV amount. So a premium starter kit could cost around $160, but the PV is only $100. Do you remember that from when you enrolled? It's $160, but it's $100 PV. Now, there's some items where the PV is a little different. Than the dollar amount. And then there's some products where it's whatever the dollar amount is, that's what the PV total is. Sometimes when Young Living runs sales and different promotions and they discount an item, sometimes you will see also a discount in the PV, okay? So let's say an item is $52 and it's also 52 PV. And you order that, okay? You place an order of 52 PV. Now your PV is 52. The month you enrolled, if you just got the premium starter kit and you got nothing else, your PV was 100, okay? PV is personal volume. It is whatever you order in 1 month. Whatever you order in 1 month is your PV. It can be on ER, it can be a quick order. Whatever it is in 1 month, that is your PV. If you were to do an ER of 100 and then you were to do a quick order of 100 in the month of January, your January PV is going to be 200. No matter what you personally order in a month in PV, it's all added together and that is your personal volume. PV is personal, okay? So that's PV. PV is your personal volume. Now, you start building an organization, okay? You start to enroll people and they start to enroll people. So let's say you've enrolled a few people and they've enrolled a few people, okay? You are doing awesome. High five. Okay, let's say you have got 100 PV. And let's say this person here has 100 PV and they have 100 PV and they have 100 PV. We're just going to make this simple. Everybody has 100 PV, okay? OGV is organizational group volume. OGV, PV is personal. OGV is organizational group volume. That is your PV plus everybody's PV in your whole entire organization. From now until eternity, down infinity and beyond, below, whatever people order, their PV in your whole organization plus your PV is your OGV. So in this situation right here, you're going to have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. Your OGV would be 700 in this scenario. Whatever you order plus whatever anybody else in your whole entire organization orders on a, no matter how many levels deep you have in your organization is what your OGV is, okay? PV, personal volume, OGV, organizational group volume. Now, put your thinking caps on, people. I'm about to throw you for a loop, okay? We are going to talk PGV. Now, remember what I said, a lot of this stuff begins to build on each other, okay? And it's very important that you understand this terminology as we're going along, because tomorrow we begin discussing why it's important to stay the enroller. What's the benefits of the enroller? The day after that, we're going to begin talking about the requirements and the needs to hit certain ranks, and that is going to be bringing in the PV totals you have to have, and the OGV totals you have to have, and the PGV totals you have to have, okay? So it's the reason why it's important to understand this terminology before we dive in to the next topics, okay? So finally, PGV. What is PGV? I have got a whole page devoted just to it, and PGV is personal group volume, okay? Now, this can be just a tad bit confusing, and I want to tell you why it's important. Once you get to the rank of silver or above, and we're going to talk about it into more detail, but you are required to have a certain PGV, okay? PGV is going to be your volume plus, now listen to this, it is going to be your volume plus the volume of anybody that did not help you reach the rank that you are at, the rank of silver or above, or if they are silver or above. Okay, so let me help you out here. Let's do a scenario. Actually, look in your book first, and then I'll write it on the dry erase board. I'm going to read this little sentence again. It says, this is the volume of your PV and the volume of those below you, excluding any silver or higher ranks and their volume. Again, let me read that to you one more time. PGV is your personal volume, your PV, and the volume of those below you, excluding. That means not excluding, taking it away, any silvers or higher ranks and their volume. It also excludes the volume from the legs that qualified you for the rank of silver and above, okay? So in this scenario here, I have got you here, this is you, and you have got a person who is at the rank of silver here, and you have got a person at the rank of gold, okay? you have got a person at the rank of silver and you've got a person at the rank of gold. And let's just go ahead and say you were a silver. Okay? You're a silver. You've got a silver here and a gold here. You have also got an executive here, and you have got a star here. These people right here, because they are the rank of silver or above, are excluded now from your PGV. Anybody that they've enrolled and everything, none of that is included in your PGV, okay? If they are at the rank on your level 1 of silver or above, or wherever that silver or above comes in at, they are no longer included in your PGV. So these legs right here will be your PGV and their volume, whatever it is, until it hits a silver or above. It is your PGV, okay? So it says again here, these two are silver or higher, so they are excluded from your PGV. PGV is your PV, if you did 100 PV, plus the legs of these people here at executive and star, and as it goes down, unless there's somebody else under them that hits the rank of silver or above, okay? So I do it one more time here. Let me show you one more, okay? Hang in there with me. Hang in there with me. And if this isn't making sense, we will be doing the FaceTime or the Facebook Live, not FaceTime, Facebook Live. That will go through it. We will walk through this as many times as you need to understand it, okay? Because PGV is going to be vital in our talks in the upcoming videos. I do one more. Let's say this is you. In the book, I have it, and you are a platinum. It's on the very bottom page here. You are a platinum, and you've got one leg here at 8K, and you're going to understand in the upcoming videos what it takes to be at the rank of platinum. But you're going to have a leg here, and you're going to have a leg here at 8K, and you're going to have a leg here at 8K, and you're going to have a leg here at 8K. $8,000 in OGV, okay? All of these legs right here have 8,000 in volume. When you add up this leg, it's 8,000. 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 Now again, in the future videos, we're going to show you that to be at the rank of platinum, you've got to have 4 legs at $8,000 in volume, okay? So that's where you have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And you've got one more leg, and they have got 2,000 OGV. That means what this person purchased in your 5th leg. Remember, this is a leg. Legs go down. 1 leg, 2 legs, 3 legs, 4 legs, 5 legs. This leg right here has 2,000 OGV. And they're not at the rank of silver, nor do they have any silver or higher up underneath them. That means this leg right here, this volume plus your PV is your PGV, okay? And why is that? That is because, Monique, these people right here aren't at the rank of silver, and I thought you said that they had to be silver or above, and these people are not at the rank of silver. However, these people right here helped you qualify for the rank that you're at, okay? These people here qualified you for the rank of platinum. When legs qualify you for a rank, they are no longer in your PGV, okay? No longer in your PGV. So this leg right here of 2,000 OGV is now what your PGV is plus your PV, okay? Now again, that may make your brain want to do some flips. I get it. But the more you read over this and the more you watch it over and over, it's going to sink in, okay? Rewatch this video as many times as you need to. And then also watch the Facebook Live video that I will upload following this, that I do with my team, where we ask questions and we answer them until it is squeaky clean, crystal clear, okay? All right, guys. We covered several pages of this book today. As we increase in these videos from day to day, I'm going to start covering less and less of the pages at a time because it starts going into a little bit deeper information, okay? So one more time, let's just review. You are going to have the enroller and sponsor. The enroller is the person who enrolled somebody. The sponsor is the person where you place them on the level 1. If you say the sponsor, they are on your level 1, because remember, levels go across. If you were to enroll 100 people and you say the enroller and sponsor, then you've got 100 people on your level 1, okay? Levels go across, legs go down, okay? PV is your personal volume, what you have personally purchased in 1 month's time. The start of a new month comes, it changes every month back down to 0, and you've got to order again. So January, you place 100 PV order, your PV is 100. February, it starts back over at 0, and you've got to do another order to have PV. OGV is your PV plus everybody's PV in your whole entire organization. And PGV is your PV plus anybody on your level 1 there, whoever qualified you for a rank. If they qualified you for a rank of silver above, it cuts out. It's not in your PGV. Or if they're at the rank of silver or above. All right? I hope that helps. And we are moving right along, and we are going to understand this. Remember what I said in the very first video. If we want to be successful with Young Living, if we want to be successful, we want to maximize our earning potential, we have got to understand how you get paid. The very first thing you have to understand is the terminology behind our compensation plan. All right? I love you guys. I hope it helped you. And if it didn't and you still have questions, come back for the next video of this in more details. See ya.